Hello everyone and welcome to class of Amazon SNS. Today in this class we are going to discuss about simple notification service. So this is a messaging in AWS and today we are going to discuss about simple notification service under messaging. So Amazon SNS is flexible. It is fully managed messaging and mobile notification service. So it is required for coordinating the delivery of messages to subscribing endpoints and clients. With SNS, we can fan out messages to a large number of subscribers, which includes various systems and services as well as mobile devices. SNS is easy to set up, operate, and reliably send notification to your endpoints at any scale. We can start SNS within minutes using Amazon Web Services Management Console. We can use this with the help of command line interface or using software development kits. It eliminates the complexity and overhead associated with managing and operating dedicated messaging software and infrastructure. Now here in this that means we the owner to create a topic and we can control access to it by defining various policies. So this is a web service. It coordinates and manages delivery or sending of messages to endpoints or clients. So Amazon SNS here we have two types of clients. One is publishers and another one are subscribers, which are also referred as producers and consumers. So if we are having a publisher and we are having a SNS topic, so this is Amazon SNS. Here we have created a topic we call as SNS topic. And these are the subscribers: Lambda, SQS, HTTP, HTTPS, email, SMS. So this is a subscriber. So publisher can communicate asynchronously with subscriber by producing and sending a message to a topic, which is logical access point and communication channel. So subscriber, that means various web servers, email addresses, SQS queues, Lambda functions. They can consume or receive the message or notification over the supported protocols like SQS, HTTP, email, SMS when they are subscribed to a particular topic. A publisher sends message to topics they have created. So subscriber receives all messages which are published to the topic to which they subscribe. So what are the key concepts in SNS? So we are having permission, statement, policy and issuer. A permission. Now what is a permission? Permission is basically the concept of allowing or disallowing some kind of access to a particular resource. Suppose we require to access a particular resource. So what are the permission? That means can we allow or deny? So permission is a concept to allow or deny some kind of access. What is a statement? Statement is basically a formal description of a single permission, which is written in access policy language. So formal description of a single permission, we call it as statement. Next we are having policy. Policy is basically a document that acts as a container for one or more statements. That means we can save statements in a policy as it is a document. Now, issuer is basically a person who writes a policy to grant permissions for a particular resource. So we have three key concepts in SNS: permission, statement, policy and issuer. So if we talk more, then we are having principle, action, resource, conditions and keys. We are having requested, evaluation, effect, default, deny, allow and explicit deny. Now let's talk about principle. Principal is the person or persons who receives the permission in the policy. So, a person or various persons who receive the permission in a policy, we call it as principal. Action. Action is basically an activity that the principal has permission to perform. We call it as action. So, any activity the principal has permission so that it can perform, we call it as action. Resource. Resource is the object the principal is requesting access to. Call it as object. So, resource is a object the principal is requesting access to. Next, we have conditions and keys. Conditions are any restrictions or details about permission. So, any restriction or condition about the permission, we call it as conditions. A key is a specific characteristic that is a basis for access restriction, we call it as keys. Now, next concept in SNS is requester. Requester is a person who sends a request to Amazon Web Services and asks for access for a particular resource. That means if we are requesting for a particular resource, so we are the requester. Next, we are having evaluation. Evaluation is basically a process the AWS services uses to determine if an incoming request should be denied or allowed. So we call it as evaluation. Evaluation is basically a process so that incoming request should be denied or allowed. And it is totally based on the policies. Next, we are having effect. So the effect is the result at the evaluation time. And this is as per the policy statement. A default deny is a result from a policy in the absence of allow or explicit deny. So, allow results from a statement that has a effect. Effect is equal to allow, that means all conditions are met. So, explicit deny results from a statement that has effect is equal to deny, assuming any state's conditions are not met. So, explicit deny, allow, default deny. So, default deny in the absence of an allow or explicit deny. So, these are the various concepts which we use in Amazon Simple Notification Service. So, as we know that SNS, it eliminates the complexity and overhead which is associated with managing and operating dedicated messaging software and infrastructure. So, this is Amazon SNS. Thank you so much.